Hello, Cole. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. The captions always think I'm saying Pokemon. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay today. We'll be getting started in just a few moments. Thought it would be best to wait a little while for folks to filter in, as we've already started playing this game. There will be some folks that watched the first part of the playthrough and would like to see how it continues from there, I'm sure. And of course we'll obviously be likely to have new people that didn't see the first half of the playthrough as well. I've also started a little bit early today. I was a little bit eager. Been really looking forward to getting back to this to show it off to you all. It's very, very sad that I couldn't stream last weekend, but I needed the day off. I was very tired. And it's important that we take care of ourselves. When our body's telling us that we need to take a break, we should try and take a break if we can. At the very least, make time to do something for ourselves that we enjoy. I very much enjoy streaming, but it does take a toll on the body, especially when you're talking like this for an entire stream. Because this is not my default speech pattern. I am normally quite loud and bombastic, and measuring myself in this way, or mushroom as the captions put there, measuring myself in this way and attempting to enunciate very clearly when I'm speaking very, very softly is surprisingly difficult and takes a fair amount of focus. But folks seem to enjoy it, so I'm going to keep doing it. And I think it makes the game just that much more of a chill experience that way. I'm gonna take us over to the game screen. So I've already loaded up our save from last week, well, from the week before. I decided to do that prior to the stream because I have finished my playthrough, my off-stream playthrough, and didn't want anybody to get spoiled by the names of the locations in my off-stream saves. So we're starting from the pause menu. For those that were here for the last part of the playthrough, we saved in this reception office in the hospital. Made a fair bit of progress, which is always difficult to do when you're doing something on stream and when you're trying to take people through it in a considered way. I'll be honest, it's been a little while. It's been over a week since I last played this, and it's been 2 weeks since I played it on stream. So I don't really remember where we were up to. I mean, I know we're in the hospital, but I'm not quite sure on how far we actually are in terms of the puzzles and the plot. 2 weeks since Horror Bob Ross, indeed, 2 weeks since Hob Ross. I should have put that as a tag in the stream, shouldn't I? That would have been really funny. Oh well. Okay, so we've got the incinerator key. I don't think we've actually been to the incinerator yet, though. That's quite the event, that is. So maybe we'll do that next. We've got a stun prod, an auto injector. Our health's looking good though, so I don't think we need to carry the auto injector around with us. Let's go and pop that in storage when we need it later. I don't think we need the photo module right now either, so we'll pop that in storage too. This game has a rule of 6, as a reminder for those that may have forgotten or weren't here before and have not played this game. You can only carry a maximum of 6 items in your inventory, and that includes anything that you have equipped in terms of weapons. So you have 2 weapon slots, a primary weapon slot for your gun, and a secondary weapon slot for your additional thing. It doesn't have to be a weapon, actually. It could have been that auto injector that I just put in storage. It could be the camera module that I had, which I've put in storage as well. But it can be used for a secondary weapon as well. Now, I was last time carrying this photograph around with me because I was labouring under the assumption that there would be an achievement for keeping it on you at all times throughout a playthrough. I was wrong. I found this out the hard way. I'm going to put this in storage as a result because we don't need to be carrying it around. And even if we did get an achievement for it, I'd have already gotten that in my off-stream playthrough, so there'd be no point in me carrying it around now. So we're going to leave that behind. We've not got any ammo on us for the pistol, so let's see if we've got any ammo in storage. No, we don't. So let's put the pistol in storage as well. We've got 5 shotgun rounds, but we want to keep those for later. We'll keep the stun prod on us just in case we end up in a sticky situation where we need to beat a quick retreat. Just in case. So we've got one enemy down here. I stand very, very close to this screen. We should see them come up, unless I stamped on them last time. I don't remember. We have explored all of that. So all we've got to do is go to the incinerator. So we're going to head over there now. The incinerator is up in this corner here. You see we've actually got quite a few things that we haven't completed yet. That's marked by the little red markers, which will turn grey, like this one down here has done, once we've completed the puzzle associated with them. So what we're going to do is we're going to head up the east corridor, off to the right into the north corridor, and then over to the morgue. Because we've only got a couple of doors left that we've not actually explored. And this one here is the incinerator room, which we can't get into without the key that we've got in our pocket. So we're going to go and deal with that now. I think it was this door. I'm very, very bad with maps, in game and in real life. Oh. We're just going to stun them. We're not going to step on them. Just going to stun them to get them out of the way. That was me getting myself into a sticky situation without realising I was doing it. For anyone that didn't see that there, we'd got a nice clean route to the end of the room, with the exception of the enemy that was hiding behind that bed. but one came up out of the floor. So this is a room that actually introduces that new mechanic. This is the first time they come up out of the floorboards. And it's quite scary if you're not expecting it. Proper disposal of corpses. From EULR S2306 to EULR S2305. As you've probably heard, there have been multiple accounts of bodies of decommissioned protectors spontaneously reactivating and acting in a defective manner. Based on November's autopsy report, it seems that all affected units showed some sort of cancerous growth in their organic components. According to her, unless completely incinerated, this growth may reactivate the replica even after it's been dead for hours. This is your first sort of warning that the replica units can stand back up after you've stamped on them. Hello, Irish. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? Yeah, this is your first hint that they will stand back up. I found out thanks to DMAC. It's a fantastic speedrunner for this game, and a good friend of the channel and, of course, of me. That the criteria for them standing back up is actually fairly random. It's not if you've been through the room multiple times or anything like that. They'll just stand back up sometimes when you enter the room. Sometimes they won't. It makes the game a little bit more scary, I think, that they can just sometimes stand up. So when we find out that Roy Batty might have survived, indeed. I'm very good, thank you, Irish. I'm feeling very chipper today. I've had quite a nice day. I've done a couple of things. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's been a productive day, but I did a couple of things for me. I played some games for me, I did some art for me, and sometimes you need to have a day where you just do things for you instead of doing things for others, if you see what I mean. That's not being selfish, it's having a little bit of self-care and knowing what you need both physically and mentally to keep you being able to do things for others. It's very, very important to have those days, to take that time for yourself. So I'm really glad that I managed to do that today. And yeah, I'm feeling very chipper. We don't know what causes this, and we're unsure who's affected. We can't keep up with incinerating all the bodies, with just 2 incinerators that constantly need recalibrating, so we're improvising. These thermite flares are able to melt through replica armour and burn the organic components from inside. I've requisitioned more of them, but there was some paperwork missing, so we'll have to wait a bit longer. Ginny. So thermite flares are something that you can equip into your secondary weapon slot. I'm not going to show you how they work right now. I'm actually, because I've been watching some of the speedrunners mapping things out for this game, because it's a very, very recent release. So it's still being sort of rooted and have to General Grievous everyone, that won't be traumatizing. Indeed. Yeah. Because it's still being mapped out, essentially.
Hello there.
Hello, Fart Bubbler. Welcome on in. How are you doing today? They're still finding new ways to speed the game up. And was a trick that was discovered recently that uses the thermite flares. I don't want to say any more than that, but there is a trick that has been discovered, and I kind of want to have a go at it. Because I will be learning the speedrun for this off stream and then doing it on stream at some point. That won't be a late night lounge thing though. Can you imagine me trying to do this voice whilst I'm speedrunning? That would be too much thinking power. Okay. So, picked up the thermite flares and we can see there's quite a few bags here that have a certain amount of humanoid shape to them. So, yeah, they're clearly running low on their thermite, and it looks like this incinerator might be broken. This one's still working though, and we've got a control panel for them here, which, as Professor Layton would say, reminds me of a puzzle. Attention! To prevent damage to device and personnel, always use the correct CO2, gas and O2 flow settings when initiating the shutdown procedure. Lowering the temperature incorrectly will stress material, may damage the incinerator, and can cause deadly injury. This incinerator is equipped with an automatic safeguard that will abort shutdown if temperatures outside the permitted range are detected. Shutdown procedure. Set CO2, gas and O2 levels using the 3 rotary dials. Initiate shutdown lever. Observe temperature plotter. In case of incorrect settings, the automatic safeguard will abort shutdown. Adjust rotary dials according to warning lights, then initiate shutdown lever. Temperature is below the indicated line. A white light will indicate that the incinerator chamber can be opened safely. So we have these 3 dials we can interact with, and we've got this little chart here. This took me a little while. But what I didn't do it this time obviously because I just messed around with that dial. But what I did the first time was I pulled the lever before I changed anything, just to see what our baseline was like. Hello, Wib and Longfang, welcome on in. How was the rest of your stream? Thank you so much for bringing your lovely community here tonight. We're having a nice chill evening playing some survival horror. A little bit of Signalis. Hello, long friend. Let's get a shout out for you as well, because I know you were gaming with Wib tonight. There we go. Welcome on in, everybody. For those that haven't been here before, I'm Hobby Tan. I am a variety streamer based in Scotland. And this is the Late Night Lounge. This is a specific slot during my streaming schedule where we play survival horror games of any type really, and I try and keep it as chill as possible. So we've got a nice relaxing tone hopefully, which we've lovingly dubbed Hob Ross, and I'm talking everybody through the game as we go. It is weird, isn't it, Longfang? It's very weird. But people seem to like it, so I'm going to keep doing it. Only on Saturdays, though. This is my Saturday voice. So I pulled the lever, but I was responding to the raid. So we're going to pull the lever again so that I can see what the machine does. Okay. So CO2 is too high, gas is too low, O2 is too high. There. We can fix that. Who have we got to say hello to? We've got Mazu Songfox. Hello Mazu, how are you doing? We've got Soup. Hello Soup. Shanus, hi. How you doing, friend? And Pudlord as well. Hello, 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 Pudlord. Roman, hello. It's been a while. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Okay, so CO2 is too high. Let's bring it down 3. Gas is too low. Let's bring that up 3. O2 is too high. Let's bring that down 3. And then we'll pull the lever again. See how it does. CO2 is spot on. Gas is still a bit low. O2 still a bit high. So we'll bring that down 2 more. We'll bring that up 2 more. Hello, Modhail. How are you doing today? I hope you're well. Oh, that's looking promising. Oh, not quite. O2 is still a little bit high. So we'll bring that down 2 more. Now, I don't know whether this changes through each playthrough. So I wonder if this is one that speedrunners have a bit of trouble with. Okay, so that's as low as the O2 can go. So that should do it. Just going to have a quick drink while this is doing its thing. There we go. O2 means fire. It does indeed. There we go, though. We've managed to figure out what the correct settings are, and now we can get into the incinerator. Oh, what's this? A fire key. Well, an incinerator seems like a sensible place to keep a key that's about fire. We'll pick that up. There's nothing else for us in here, so we'll just shuffle on out. Now, we didn't kill any of the enemies in the morgue, so we're going to have to be very quick and very careful. Curse. There's that one. There we go. Deftly avoided, and the other one had gone back into the floorboards, so they didn't manage to get us either. We're completely safe. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's what we like to see. Now, where else have we got to go? So the X-ray machine still has something we need to do. But we don't have all the things we need to do that. So I think we're going to leave that for a moment. That's interesting. There's no enemy here. There should be. We've definitely been this way once already, because this area was opened up. But I don't think we've actually looked at this door yet. This is interesting. Looks like we've got 5 keyholes here, with some symbols on them and some letters. Very interesting. Oh, look at that. That's where the fire key goes. We'll just pop that in there for safekeeping. Want to make sure we're keeping our inventory slots free. There's a piece of paper on here. Sword. And then we've got some details there. Can't remember if we picked that up before. This Pudlord is Signalis. It is a recently released, as in sort of last month I think, survival horror game. We play Elster, who is an android type life form called a replica, and she has come to this place to find somebody. She doesn't really remember who or why she's got to do it, but she knows she's made some sort of promise and she needs to keep that promise. When she got here, everything was a bit weird. She picked up a H.P. Lovecraft book, and things just sort of got weirder from there. She also has jumped through more holes than a Silent Hill protagonist, so there's that too. It's a fantastic survival horror game. It builds tension wonderfully. Oh no. Oh no. This is awkward. We're gonna run. I'm gonna run this way, just to get out of her way. Because she's angry at us now. We're not supposed to run in the halls, you see. Cue the "this hole was made for me" meme. Yes, definitely. We also met a tall lady named Storch. She is not the only tall lady in this game either. That is the way her specific variety of replica is built, so there are more tall ladies. Which is good news for some of you, I'm sure. You're a replican or a replicant. But yeah, I like this so far. Yeah, it's a really, really good game. And as someone who's only very recently gotten into Silent Hill as a franchise, there are so many things in here that are very clearly hat tips to things in the first 4 Silent Hill games, and that makes me very, very happy, because I thoroughly enjoyed playing them. Oh, thank you for the posture check. I will sit properly. Thank you very much, Pudlord. Okay, let's see what else we've got to do. So we can't really do anything there. The elevator shaft there is broken. This one requires us to have a key, and we don't have a key yet. This door is blocked. This door is locked. These doors unlock from the other side. These 2 doors we haven't actually interacted with yet, so let's go that way. We're going to have to try and sneak past our angry friend. She's going to be a little difficult because she's waiting for us, but it's okay. We did it. We're safe. I'm going to go this way. I'm just going to quickly check my map so I don't go to the wrong place. Okay, so we want to be right at the end of the corridor. Let's hope this one doesn't get up.
Get nice and moist for me.
We're safe. We're safe. Not as safe as I would like though, because that one is standing. Oh, she hit us. Oh dear. Okay. Neither of those doors work. That's okay. Hello, Mum. Thank you very much for the hydrate and the posture check. I will deal with those as soon as I'm in a safe room. I really need to put a cooldown on the posture check because I've just posture checked once already. Feels like I'm cheating you out of your channel points. I hope you're doing well today, Mum. And thank you for the hydrate. They are very much needed when I'm speaking like this. Okay, so we're a little bit injured, you can tell, because she's holding her tummy. She's been punched in the gut a few times. Just a little bit of bleeding. We should probably do something about that. Put the thermite away. Cole, thank you very much for the treat for me. Now is a perfect time for that, and you treated Chibi-tan as well. Thank you so much. Just waiting for the camera to move. There we go. The treat for me is a straub. Thank you very much, Cole. Thank you, Cole. That's very kind of you. I'm just going to eat this before we carry on. Okay. Oh, look at that. Lovely empty inventory. How badly injured are we actually? Oh, okay. We're a little bit injured. We've not got much in the way of healing items at the moment. So I'm going to use the repair spray. Not the repair spray plus. I want to keep this for a boss fight. So we're just going to use that. And watch the colour on our little status thing change. It's only gone to yellow, which isn't great. Really, we want it to be blue. But I don't want to use too many healing items right now. I want to try and save them for later on, when we're going to need them. You can only carry a finite amount of them with you at any given point in time, but it's worth having them there just in case. Mum, thank you for the stretch. Okay. So, we need... What do we need? So if we go in here... So let's insert a blank card to begin print. We don't have a blank card. Where can we get a blank key from? Can't go that way. That door's blocked. Where might we be able to get a blank key from, I wonder? My mum is a very big Howl's Moving Castle fan. Yeah, good lord. I mean, we both are, to be fair. It's a wonderful book and a great film. Some fantastic music by Joe Hisaishi. And some absolutely stunning visuals on Studio Ghibli's part. Okay. So, what have I forgotten to do? Do I actually have the thing I need already? Did I leave it in the storage box? I might have left it in the storage box. Let's have a look. That's shotgun ammo. Got a pump key for the pump control room, which means I've not used that yet. We'll take that with us. And the socket handle. So we need to go on a little adventure. I've got to remember where the pump control room is. I think it's actually somewhere over here, just on a different floor. Okay, this is where we are at the moment. Oh, actually, I might know where we need to go. Anywhere has a water key. I bet it's the pump control. Seems sensible, doesn't it, Pudlord? Oh, that one's, they're both locked. Oof. That was silly of me. Yeah, here we go. This is where I need to be. The dead Ara unit. She looks strangely peaceful. Okay, so this is a bathroom that's kind of flooded. Floor is collapsed. I can see the lower level through the water. Could probably drop down safely if it wasn't flooded. Where the heck is it? This is the problem with it being so long since I last played this. I have plumb forgotten. Oh, nope. She was up there. I thought she might be down at the bottom, but she wasn't. Okay. Actually, that's a thought. I think that door unlocks from this side. I'm going to chance it. Yep. There we go. That gives us a bit of an easier path. Can we just take the elevator down? Will it let us? Probably not. Yeah, we need a key. Okay, so we can't leave. Oops. That wasn't what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Can't leave. And I'm going to have to use that healing item that I didn't want to use. So, she's injured again. I'm not very good at these kind of games. Not really any good at any games. But I enjoy them, and that's the important thing. You don't have to be good at something to enjoy it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I took so much damage that that's just brought us back up to where we were before. Silly me. We've got a locked door there that I've not interacted with. Let's go have a look at it. Needs the examination room key. Okay. We know what we need for that now. I'm going to go into the X-ray room. And we're going to do this puzzle, despite not having the thing that we need to do it. To complete the actual puzzle. So we've got an X-ray machine here with a bunch of items in it, and a control panel and a TV here where we can look at the items that are on the machine. We press the buttons, it shows us what items we've got. And if we go onto the TV screen, we can turn them around, and we can toggle for X-ray mode, which is very, very bright for me because I'm sat in a very dark room. Now that looks pretty useless, doesn't it? But this looks like something useful. That looks like a key. This pattern doesn't change. But now we need to find something that we can put that pattern onto in the machine that we found earlier. So I'm going to leave that like that, and I'm going to walk away. Because there's nothing else we can do in here right now. And I am gonna... I'm gonna go over here. I think. I'm gonna stand by this door no matter what I do, whilst I figure out what I've missed. Because I've missed something. Must have done. I think that's what I've missed. I think I've mistakenly remembered the layout of the rooms. And we're going to have to deal with our friend again. Uh-oh. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. Whew. Now, folks that have played a lot of spooky puzzle games, survival horror games, escape rooms, things like that, will be very familiar with the puzzle we're about to do. Because everybody hates these puzzles. And they are in every game like this. They really are. Reservoir drainage instructions. With tank A full, here's how to equalise the reservoir. Fill tank B, then fill tank C with water only from B. Move the water from tank C back to tank A. Fill tank C again with the remaining water from tank B, then refill tank B from tank A. Again, fill tank C with water only from tank B, and then move it back to tank A. If you make a mistake and get stuck, just fill everything back into tank A and start over. Now, the devs were kind enough to put the instructions for how to solve this puzzle into this game, just on the table here. What a lot of people do when they enter this room for the first time is they go, "Oh, a puzzle." And they try and solve the puzzle. And then they find this afterwards. I am one of those people that looks around the entire room first and then goes to solve the puzzle in case there's a clue nearby. I am going to assume, Soup, that your comment there was to do with something that the captions said which wasn't what I actually said. Because it doesn't make much sense to me, I'm afraid. Oh, it was a Monty Python reference. Okay, that's fine. I didn't know if it was the captions being weird again and you making a Monty Python reference off the back of that, or if it was just... Yeah. So, it's a water and jugs puzzle. And I'll be honest with you, I've already forgotten the instructions. Yeah, I remember, Soup. It's been a long time since I watched The Meaning of Life. I'll be honest with you, my favourite of the sort of trio is Holy Grail. And then Life of Brian comes second. Meaning of Life of the three of them is my least favourite. So it's the one I've seen the least. It's still good though. Okay. So the way this works is got a down arrow and an up arrow button for each container. And all you've got to do is press the button that's pointing in the corresponding direction that you want the water to flow. So if we want to fill tank B from tank A, press that button. And then B to C, we press that button. C to A, we press this button. I think it was this way. I think this is how we were supposed to do it. I think we then just go B to A, don't we? Or do we? No, I don't think we do. Okay, we'll put it all back how it was and I'll read the instructions again so that we're not faffing about with this for too long. Okay. B to C. Go A to B to C. C to A. B to C. A to B. B to C. C to A. B to C. I've forgotten again. It's okay, we can pause the puzzle. It's not like in some of them where it just resets it for you. B to A. No, A to B. A to B. B to C. C to A. A to B. B to C. C to A. There we go. And the bathroom that we were in before, now draining all that water out. Sorted. Okay. There's nothing else, I don't think. Oh, there is. Get a stun prod, which is useful because we've got no bullets. And, we're, Hey Dee, how you doing? Welcome on in. Now, we didn't read this before we did the puzzle. Shame on me. To all medical wing ARAs, the automatic equalizer pumps in the flood drainage system still appear to be broken, causing the lower level to be flooded. Since we're currently focusing repair efforts on the east wing staircase structure, the drainage system pressure has to be manually equalized from the control panel in the pump control room for now. To drain the water, make sure that both the A and B tanks have the same amount of water in them, and that the C tank is completely empty. You can see the water levels in the tanks on the control panel. Press the buttons at the bottom of the panel to move the water between the tanks using the air pressure system. Okay, Dee, you're not here. We didn't see you, promise. It's a bit tricky to get the two tanks equalised this way because you can only move all the water in a tank at once this way, unless the receiving tank is full. With the pumps out of order, only tank A will fill up by itself. We saw no Belmonts, exactly. Okay. So we need to go to that bathroom there. There we go. And we did it without getting hit this time. It's always nice when you don't get punched on your way to the toilet. And hey, look at that, Pudlord, you were right. There it is, the water key. And some tasty, tasty healing patches. We need those. We're not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. So we've not been down here before, because obviously up until a couple of seconds ago it was flooded. So we're going to have a little explore before we do any real puzzle solving. Just sort of find out where things are, get our bearings. Maybe pick up some ammo. Never know when you might need some ammo. And hey, look at that, there's our blank key. That's going to come in handy in a little bit. I like that the captions were like, oh shit, no, you didn't say blanky, you said blank key. I was very, very careful about the way I said it and everything. Silly captions. How's our inventory looking? Okay, so our inventory's now full. That's a little bit of a problem. But we're also injured. So let's make some space. Blanky might mean that there's personal security. Can't have that. Indeed. There we go. A little bit of health. Just a little bit of health. We'll go back this way. I'm actually going to take this ladder up here so that we can get to the save point that we've got. Where is she? There she is. Whew. Didn't get hit this time. I'm going to empty my pockets out before we do any exploring. want to make sure we've got plenty of space in our pockets. You know what? I'm going to leave the stun prod behind. And I'm pretty sure we need this for that floor, so I'm going to keep that on me. But we'll drop the water key off. And we're going to do something up here as well. Just going to quickly grab the photo module. And we're going to equip it. You can see that's gone into our secondary slot there. Oh, Irish, thank you very much for the treat for me. Very kind of you. It will be half a meerkat. I don't know where the other half is, I'm sorry. This is a very tasty half a meerkat though. Thank you very much. Oh no. Look. You can tell I've washed my hair today. Because it's just all over the place. It refuses to sit still. Scottish water. It's worked wonders on my hair, it really has. It's completely ungovernable now. No worries, Modhale. You take care, get some good rest. Thank you so much for popping in tonight. It's been lovely to have you here. Okay. The Fountain of Youth was in Scotland all along. I wouldn't quite go that far. But definitely the Fountain of good hair. Okay, so in theory, we should be able to take a picture of this. Yes, we can. Gare is an odd greeting. It is indeed, Pudlord. A very odd greeting. I didn't take a photograph of it last time, but I wanted to show you folks how that mechanic works. So I've got a picture of the card key now. There are some puzzles later that it's very, very useful to have the little camera add-on for. Very useful indeed. No, we don't need anything. Just need to go this way. That's fair, Cole. I mean, we had somebody yesterday come into the stream and say that my hair was nice, and that was a very nice compliment. I mean, it's a bit of a mess at the minute. It needs re-dyeing and it needs a proper hair, like a proper cut. I'm even thinking about going to see someone, like a professional, to get it cut this time instead of cutting it myself for a change. Just as a little treat. But, yeah. It's always nice to get a little compliment. Okay. So, it wants us to put a sequence in so that we can print it onto the card. And what we can do is we can view the photograph we took. So you can see that the cut off corner of this card is on the bottom right. So the pattern's actually back to front for how we need it to be. So we want... Ooh, no, I'm still in the camera. Silly me. Oh, that's me being silly. There we go. You don't actually have to press the button between definitions. I think that's wrong. Let's have a look. Oops. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go and take another picture of it at the correct angle. Because I'm focusing on so many different things that I can't engage the bit of my brain that turns things around. Daft as that may sound. Like, I'm normally very, very good at those kind of three-dimensional puzzles, but when I'm focusing on other things, like modulating my voice, it becomes nigh on impossible for me. That's fine, because it's easy enough to just rotate this around and take another picture. Try and get it as nice and clear as possible. That'll do. There we go. I had the right idea. Okay. Off we go. Interesting that this game uses German. It uses a combination of German, Chinese, and English. Podlord. I don't know if that's a choice by the developers because of their own native languages, or if it's just something that, you know, they liked for the vibe of the game. I think I actually got that right, didn't I? Let's check, because that's how it was when I left it. I did it right. I managed to do it right, and I thought I'd done it wrong. Silly me. Oh dear. Print that pattern off. Now we've got a card key that will get us somewhere, hopefully. Let's go drop that off. Very cool. Currently there's just 2 developers, and I believe they're German and also huge weebs. There is only 2 developers. You are quite correct, Titan. One of them did the entire all of the writing. One of them did all of the art. The absolute powerhouse of a pair right there. Also, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today. It's lovely to have you here. Just drop off the card keys that we need to drop off here. This is an amazing product for just 2 people, isn't it? Just Podlord. They got help with music and some of the other little bits and bobs, but all of the core development and all of the writing was done by just those 2 people. So we've got 3 of the 5 keys that we need. So now we've just got to find 2 more. The gold key and the air key. Honestly, this is... Oh, sorry, punching the microphone there. You know how I said my hair has become ungovernable? It was grabbing onto the microphone and I was getting like static. It's really weird. Anyway, considering the fact that this was essentially made by 2 people with some input from others, and it's as good as it is. I genuinely think this is Game of the Year worthy. Fire, water, blank, air, and gold. Indeed. Well, we had to print that key ourselves because the key that we needed was stuck inside an X-ray machine. So it could have been something that wasn't redacted, as it were. But we may never know. Okay. So now that we've emptied our pockets, let's go this way. We've already had a quick look in these rooms. We'll just make sure that we've not missed anything. Uh-oh. She's certainly not missing anything. That's okay, we're in here now. We're safe. For now. I mean, it looked like it was stuck in some earth, so I don't think it's a huge leap of logic considering its sibling cards. Indeed, indeed. Oh gosh. We ran straight into her. That was unfortunate. We've got a safe room here. And there's the exam room key for the floor that we've just come from. So we'll take that. But we're actually going to put it in the storage box. Pick up those stun prods. We'll put the camera module and the exam key in storage because we don't need those right now. We'll keep the stun prods and we're going to save because we found a new save room. Cover your eyes, folks. If you don't want spoilers from the names of my save files. Okay, off we go. Hopefully she's not chased us to this door. She has. It's okay, it's okay. There we go. She needs a little bit of time to wind up her hits so we can sort of bait her out. It's the same with all of them. Sort of bait them out a little bit. Pick up a video cassette. Ooh, very interesting. There's one coming out of the floorboards. Oh! Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. That was silly of me. Too many of them there. We're in a safe little room now. How badly injured are we? Not too bad. We'll use a health item anyway. We'll use them both. Better safe than sorry. And we'll equip these now. Because we've got 3 of them in there. It's a little bit crowded. Just one of us and 3 of them. Personnel grievance form P14. Date of filing personnel grievance form 8420F. Full protector ID of unit filing grievance ARAR S2308. Replica. Status Staff. Department Medical. Full protector IDs of involved units ARAR S2311. Replica. Date, time of incident, all the time. Location of incident, medical wing. Description. Elf keeps using my wrench and misplacing the 10mm socket. I have been reprimanded for not repairing the fan in the vent in the lower level, but I can't remove the vent cover without a 10mm wrench socket. I know she's doing it on purpose. Little bit of a disagreement going on there before everything went down. Just so happens that we already have a 10mm wrench socket. What's in here anyway? Oh, look at that, there's a card key. It's probably one of the ones we need for the big door. Can't use this here. Can I use it here? No. Won't let me. I really struggled with this the first time, actually, now I think about it. I just couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do, what I expected it to do. I think we actually need something additional before we can do it. If I remember correctly. Okay, we're gonna run. We're gonna run as fast as we can. I'm gonna check this door. This door is blocked. We're gonna leave. And then we're gonna run again. We're gonna go in here. And we're gonna wait for a second. And we're gonna just stop, wait for the music to calm down, and we're gonna regroup. Take a quick look at the map and see how we're getting on. Okay, so we've got one door that we've not explored. Because there's a baddie in the way. But that's okay, we can get to it. And then we've got the vent room, where we know there's a card key, we just need to be able to get it out of there. Okay. We've got this. She's down there now, so we can see that that's actually blocked. The only thing we can do down here is go in there. So we might need to go back upstairs and go into the exam room. Or I might just be being silly. We've also got this videotape that we picked up. Let's read the description on it. A colour video cassette for playback in a video cassette player. Okay, that's simple enough. We need to combine it with something, don't we? Yeah, we need to combine it with something. We don't have the something to combine it with, though. And it's not in here, clearly. We'll keep an eye out, make sure it's not in this room. Appears not. So we'll go this way. And we'll go back up the ladder. Because we've now got the exam room key, so we can go into the exam room. We already put all of our keys away on there, so we don't need to worry about that. And you can see it's actually lit the ones that we filled in with green lights. So we've got 2 little red lights left. It's a nice little visual cue for how much you've got left to do without actually having to go up to the puzzle and inspect it, which is nice. Little things like that in this game are really, really good, I think. They're really nice additional detail that you might not notice. But really, really helpful if you're trying to do things quickly. Or if you're particularly stuck and just want to quickly check on what you've already done. Okay. So we've got nowhere to watch this yet, but may as well keep it on us for now. We'll pop the socket handle back into storage because we can't use it at the moment. And we'll put the ammo in storage as well. Because it's all taking up space. Keep the stun prods and we'll take the extra one as well just in case we need them. Trying to be a little bit less murdery on this playthrough than I was on my off-stream playthrough. Because there's more than one way to survive in a survival horror. You can kill things, but you don't have to. Killing things is generally fairly optional in these kind of games. You can just avoid them. And often, avoiding them is probably the better option. Saving your ammo for boss fights and the like. Another auto-injector, that's another healing item for us for later. And there's our 10mm socket, that's what we were missing. Quick curing construction foam. Since the ration plan has changed again, we're short on quick curing repair spray. Turns out we can make our own by combining coagulant K with normal expanding PU foam. It won't expand as much, but it'll harden instantly and make a fairly solid bond if you're in a rush to get some repairs done. You can use normal replica repair patches, since they're a pretty easy source of coagulant K, and just combine them with normal repair sprays. So we've actually already done this on the previous stream because I wanted to explain the joke behind the drink I'd made to go along with that stream. Some of you may have noticed that I've turned the one for Yusen redemption off. That is because, one, I don't have a lot of alcohol in the house at the moment, and two, I'm not supposed to drink it now anyway. So I decided to switch it off. What's actually going to happen is next time I stream with DMAC, I will turn it back on and it will have a different name, because that'll be his treat. Because everybody that's on this channel gets a treat. And a treat redemption to go with it. Okay. Sorry, just scratching my ear for a second there. Okay, so we need to go back the way we came. That's where we need to go. No, we need to get the socket first. No point in going back down there if we've not got all the equipment we need. I think we can put the videotape in there for now. Take the socket handle. And we will make our way to the room with the fan. We're going to bait her up here a little bit. Come on, come on. There we go. I'm slowly getting better at that. Wrong room. And we'll quickly run through here because they're in the floorboards. There we go. Here we go. And now we've got a socket wrench. Actually got to interact with the fan to use it though, so let's try that again. Nope. Let me use it now. If I press the right button. There we go. Okay. Hello Lynn, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Wow, I don't know how it got Lorraine out of Lynn, but there we go. That's slightly better. Make sure we don't get our fingers chopped off by the fan. And hey, look at that, there's the air key. Teeth feel a little bit odd, dare I ask? Air key was in the vent. It was indeed, Pudlord. It was indeed. So now we've only got one key left to find, and that's the gold key. I wonder where it could be. Okay, I'm a little bit proud of that dodge there. Just a little bit proud of it. That went surprisingly well. I shouldn't have said that though, should I? Had 2 fillings yesterday plus some much needed scale and polish. Oh yeah, I bet your teeth feel weird then. I've been in that situation before. 5th key was in Lilu all along. We love a Fifth Element reference here, Cole. Nicely done. Ooh. Just managed to slip through the door in time then. Okay, so that's for the gold key. So we'll put the air key in here. That's another green light for us. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Just that last one now. We're so close to getting through this door. So close. So we've solved all the puzzles except for the elevator control. And the elevator control one is that the elevator's broken because we don't have a key for it. So there's nothing else we can do here, really. Got so scared of the needle I took the first filling without anaesthetic. Oh, Lynn, bless you. Oh, sweetheart. Got it done in the end, so it's all good, yeah. And it's important to get stuff like that done when you can. Teeth are so difficult to look after properly, and even if you do all of the right things all of the time, they can still cause problems for you. It's very, very unfortunate. Teeth are just very difficult. Put the auto injector in the storage bin because we don't need it right now. I'm going to take the pistol out and reload it. And then put it back in storage. I know that might seem a little silly, but it's, you know, it's a bit tidier now, and then when we actually need the pistol, we can just grab it without having to worry about reloading. Got some revolver ammo for a revolver that we don't have. So we know what our next weapon's going to be. And we've got this videotape and this plate that we picked up ages ago. I don't think we saw anywhere downstairs that we could watch the videotape, did we? The revolver was in that X-ray. Ah, no, that was a different gun. That is a gun that you cannot access. You do pick the revolver up later. Full disclosure for anyone that wasn't here when I was explaining before, I have played this and completed it off stream. So when I'm going, oh, I wonder, and things like that, it's just, you know, for the conversation and for the discovery aspect for you folks that haven't played this. I actually know when things are coming up. I forget where things are, but I know roughly when things will happen during the game. I've only completed it the once, so it's not as fresh as it could be. You're avoiding metagaming. It doesn't just apply to tabletop games, you know. Oh no, you don't need to apologise, Podlord. There's nothing to apologise for at all. I was just, in case you thought that, you know, I was brushing off your suggestion, I'm just letting you know that I know for a fact that that's not the gun we're picking up. That's all. It has been so long since I played this for you all that I am a little bit stuck on where we need to go next, though. Apparently I didn't complete the thing on the wall safe there. That seems highly unlikely. That's where we are now. There's nothing else for us to do there. Does that say EW lobby? Is that where we gather and look at things in a jar and go, ew? Let's have a look. Where was that? I swear the video player was in one of these rooms. Guess not. Map screen I was just on. This one. Elevator lobby. Oh, are we talking in the corner rather than on the map itself? I'm sorry, the stream delay seems to have No, I know. You weren't talking about the video player. That was me talking to myself more than anything, Podlord. Because I'm looking for what you were talking about, but I'm also trying to figure out where we need to go next. It's not going particularly well. Okay, it's fine. We can find it. This is the floor we're on. Corridor, waiting room. No worries, Soup. You take care. Have a good rest. Thank you so much for being here this evening. It's been lovely to have you. Sorry, I am very, very perplexed as to why I can't seem to find where we need to be. I'm gonna have a little wander around. No, that door's blocked. Oh, this is the one with quite a few enemies in it. Nothing in here we need to pick up though, so we'll just leave. Safer that way. Okay. This is the ICU. Nothing in here we can interact with, I don't think, other than that which we've already interacted with. I have definitely missed something, but I'm not quite sure. Here we go. There we go. I knew it was in one of these rooms. The thing we were missing. Okay, so we're now in one of the 3D parts of the game. And we appear to be on a train. Going through a very big, very snowy city. Isn't it great, Podlord? There's somebody over here. Let's go talk to them. Oh, they're gone. Oh dear, that's... no talking for us, I guess. Oh, they left their card key behind. We should probably pick this up. We'll just take this with us. Guess she didn't need it. Okay, let's go put that in its rightful place. You can totally trust ghost keys. Indeed. Disappearing people is always a danger in subways and trains. I know, right? It's terrible. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't showing up as a puzzle that we could interact with on the map. We'd definitely been in that room before. It's very strange. We have already had one interesting little bug on this playthrough, so maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe the playthrough is actually a little bit bugged. Okay, so we've got some shotgun rounds, some 10mm ammo, a storage chest. And a save point here. This is all very suspicious, don't you think, folks? Got this big hole in the floor. And all of this stuff. So we're gonna take the shotgun. And the shotgun rounds. I see nothing wrong with this. Definitely not. Definitely nothing potentially dangerous about to happen. At all. So we're actually going to take quite a few things with us. Because I know what's coming. Take the repair patches and put those in storage. Actually, I don't think we're fully healed. Oh, we are. We're okay. So let's put those in storage for later. We'll put the 10mm ammo in storage as well. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the stun prods and the auto injectors in storage and take the repair patches instead. I'm going to have a little bit of faith in myself. I may come to regret it, but we'll see. Okay. Are we ready, folks? Looks like I can safely drop down to the room below. Should I drop down? No, I shouldn't, because I've not actually equipped anything yet. Let's do that first. Okay, now I'm going to drop down. This is minor. Minor has friends. Okay, can't do that. Didn't work. Oh no. We're gonna run then. So the little trick that I'd heard about doesn't work because of the difficulty setting I have the game on. This is, as you may have guessed, our first boss fight. This isn't going well. Oh. Okay, this is a big problem. Yeah, we're gonna die. We're definitely gonna die. Yep, I think that's me dead. Yeah. Thanks, Carl. So I forgot which difficulty setting I had the game on, which is why the little trick didn't work, because it only works on a specific difficulty setting. But also it seems like something that should, in theory, work against the spods doesn't, which is a little frustrating. But it's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to swap the thermite out for stun prods. The reason thermite is preferable is because it stops the enemies from getting back up, and Mina can actually resurrect the spod enemies that she has with her. So it's useful to be able to just get rid of them completely to give yourself a bit of space to move in what is a very tight area. But we've not been able to do that, and that's fine. So we got... Oh, I picked up some pistol ammo by accident. Silly me. Silly me. We'll store that. Not allowed to carry any more shotgun rounds. That's fine. Down we go. I really like the Mina cutscene. It's a really interesting idea. I mean, all the cutscenes in this are very, very cleverly put together. They give you just enough information for you to know what's going on. Without making it so obvious what you've got to do that it's easy. Oh, she got me.
Hello there.
Oh, she's angry now. We did a decent amount of damage there, though. We'll keep them out of the way for a bit. She's going down again. Oh, she's up. Okay, that's fine. We'll just get them out of the way quickly this time. Not waste any time. That's that one back up. It's okay. Oh, this is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to hurt myself to get round her. And I can't see to actually shoot her there. Didn't have a good angle. Oh. Come on, Mina, fall down again. There she goes. Come on. Oh. This is unfortunate. I'm gonna quickly reload. We're gonna heal up. There we go. That took me so many attempts last time I played this, like my first playthrough. That wasn't too bad. And I didn't swear too much either. I'm quite proud of myself. Oh, hello, Adler. Cole, thank you very much for the treat for me. It's very kind of you. This is a cutscene that I actually have to interact with, so I'm just going to leave it like that for now, whilst I deal with the treat. And you can all look at Adler's lovely face. A male? Adler is the only male presenting character in this entire game. Thank you for the treat for me, Cole. It is a strawberry and cream dot. I like the nose thingy. Yeah, he's got little sort of mechanical or biomechanical components all over his face. Because like the player character, he is actually he's somewhere between a human and a robot type thing. I hesitate to call them androids, but I guess they kind of are. Thank you for that, Cole. Just gonna have a quick drink before I start reading the cutscene. There we go. A visitor. Welcome to our facility. You've caught us at an unfortunate time. How can I help you? I'm looking for a gestalt. A worker at our facility? Let me see that picture. Elena Sayer. I believe she's one of our factory workers. However, you shouldn't have returned. I don't think Adler's our friend. I think he's a little bit mean. Dream about dreaming. I must have fallen asleep while waiting for Erika. Did she already go home without me? We wanted to get some books from the library together. It's okay, Hobby, we can change him. I've read these romance novels before. Oh, Carl, I think you'll be very, very surprised. I should check if she's still there. So we're in a classroom. We appear to have fallen asleep at school, and nobody told us off for it, which is quite impressive. So, this universe's word for cyborg is replica, spelt with a K. Gestalts are something else. It's a little difficult to explain, but we learn more about how the replicas and gestalts work as we go through the game. The lore in this game is very, very well written. It's very, very tight storytelling. And as much as there are lots of logs and things like that to go through, there's a lot of very good environmental storytelling as well. They do try to show rather than telling as much as possible. Which again, considering this is a game made by 2 people, it's fucking fantastic work. They've done a wonderful job. Okie dokie, Podlord. So we are at the Rodfront Sector C, Mandelbrot Polytechnisch. That's better. Oberschule. Oberschule? Is that right? I'm not very good at pronouncing German stuff, I've got to admit. Brian, hello. Thank you so much for being subscribed for 7 months. Much appreciated.
Brian
I hope
Eck has
you're doing
been a
well
sub for
today.
7 months. Very naughty.
Okay. So we seem to have survived our little fall. But that doesn't look too good. Can you folks see what that is? It me. Adler pushed us onto a pile of our own corpses at the bottom of an elevator shaft. We have been here quite a few times before, it would seem. And Adler has been pushing us down that elevator shaft every time. It's not a very nice fellow, I don't think. That's concerning. Do you want to know what's really concerning, Podlord? We don't seem too fazed by it. The elevator is out of order. Yes, because it's full of our body. Anything to say about that? No, just the elevator's out of order. Okay, that's fine. We'll carry on then, shall we? This door is locked. This door is open. This door is open. And this door is blocked. So obviously we're going to need to go this way at some point, but for now we're going to go, as I always do when I have the option, on the left-hand path. Honestly, I'd have the same reaction to seeing a load of me's in an elevator. Really, Podlord? I think I'd die from the shock. It was me. So we've got a fuse box here. This is another kind of puzzle that is very, very common in these sorts of games, is fuse box puzzles. Making sure that you get the right voltage into the right channel, as it were. We don't have a fuse, so we can't do that puzzle right now. Looks like an engine for powering a looping paternoster lift system. It made me very happy that this game has paternoster lifts in it. When I went to university, I did night school. I did Japanese at night school. And my Japanese classes were in the engineering department of the university in my hometown. And the engineering department had a paternoster lift that had been built by some of the students many, many years ago, and people just occasionally used it. It was terrifying to stand in because it was just this wooden contraption with no door on it or anything. But, you know, it's a bit of fun. Okay then. So there's nothing for us in that room. I guess we'll have to take the right path. Oh, look at that, it's a save room. Let's see what we've got here. Repair spray, yeah, that's handy, we'll take that. What else have we got? Some thermite, love a bit of thermite. And a maintenance key, but we've not got any space for it, so we'll put some stuff in storage. We don't need all these health packs, this repair spray, all this thermite. We don't need the shotgun either. We'll pick the pistol up, I think. Take the pistol with us, just in case. Oh, we could do with a little bit of healing, actually. I might use some of the healing gear before we move on. It's already fully loaded. One me, horror, 40 me's. That's fine. Yeah, fair. It's one of these situations where you'd just be like, I knew it. And then just sort of carry on. Vindicated by the knowledge that your clone army will rise again. So we'll take all 4 of those, because what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to combine that repair spray with a repair patch to get a better repair spray. And then I'll use the repair patches to heal myself up. Put the repair spray away. Save that for a rainy day. That rhymed. There we go, we're nice and healthy now, so we can put the repair patch away as well. Got the maintenance key. Time for a little save. If I see like 40 dead versions of me, I'm not going to be the 41st. Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's why she's so calm about it. Okay, so we've got a maintenance key. We can't use the elevator, because this elevator is also out of action, it would seem. So the maintenance key must be for this door. Brings us out onto a very sparse-looking balcony. And apparently we're on floor 5. Game. There we go. Pressing the button to climb down and it wouldn't let me. This door is open. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to just explore further down and see what else we've got. So this door is locked. So we can probably actually get in here at some point. And this door here, this door is also locked. But there's a poster here. Let's have a look. Hoffnung für die Zukunft. Front. Hope for the future. So that's what that says. Poster for one of the planets that's part of the system. Which is the one that we were on during that 3D cutscene that we were in a minute ago. Well. Oh, we came from here, so we want to go down. The game really doesn't want me to go down these ladders. Just like, no, turn back while you still can. Oh, look, there's more of us. That's... Elevator's out of order. Oh dear. Red front. Ah, very clever. Thank you, Pudlord. So we've got a post box here that we can get something out of once we find the key. This door is blocked. That door is open. That door is locked. And that door is open. So we're going to go for the leftmost door that is open. And all we've got in here is some ammo, because this is all blocked off. Some more 12mm ammo. And a note. Let's have a look, shall we? Angry note. I am officially sick of the Eulers next door. They've been listening to that stupid song non-stop since the piano room was locked down. If I have to hear it one more time, I'm going over there and smashing that stupid tape recorder to pieces. Well, that's a little harsh, don't you think? I wonder if there's a way we can borrow a key so we can get into their dorm and put an end to this madness. I don't care about breaking quarantine if it means never having to hear that song again. I mean, I can kind of understand that. Our next door neighbours at the old place had a anti-quarantine party, and they were playing all of the popular hits of your average gammon, as it were. And I got very, very sick of hearing those songs. Also got a door over here. No, that's the door we came in through. That doesn't count. This is why I should look at my map. We're actually going to have a quick look at the map now. Okay. So we're going to go back this way. Nope. Going to go back that way. I wander aimlessly. There we go. Check there's nothing on here. Oh, look at this. Ah, this is what I was talking about earlier, Podlord. So this is how we get kind of the lore explanations for the different kinds of replica units. Oh no. Heiztechniker Aufseher Replica. Star. Security Technician Guard Replica. Starling. So all of the different replica units are named after birds as well. And their nicknames are the German version of those birds. So Adler is eagle in German. You've got Miner, which is obviously minor birds. And you've got stars, which are starlings. There's lots of very neat little things peppered throughout the game for folks to get their teeth into. I know Russ had an absolutely grand time going through some of the German stuff that's in there. And helping me with my pronunciation, because my pronunciation is abysmal and I am very, very sorry about that. Type, Generation 4 low-cost combat unit. Frame, biomechanical, polythene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. Height, 220 centimeters. Standard model of protected security technicians. Fitted with extended legs, Star units gracefully tower over most gestalts. Despite their heavy armor, they can move swiftly with their long stride. Their cool and detached demeanor allows them to analyze situations with objectivity and deploy force as required. Trained in close combat and riot control techniques, they operate best in small squads, led by an officer star unit equipped with a ballistic shield. We're going to try and sneak past these folks, which is very difficult to do. Normally. We can't do anything in here because it's too dark. So we're going to sneak into the corner. I go this way. And they haven't noticed us at all, so we didn't run anywhere then. Pick up another repair patch. Read a note. Memorandum. Lighting malfunctions. To service cadre. Cadre? I don't know. Like I said, pronunciation is terrible, not just in German either. From ARARS2316. Due to a recent incident involving a certain starling that shall remain unnamed, I've adjusted all doors to require visible light to open. This should hopefully stop any more non-service cadre personnel from endangering themselves by stumbling into dark rooms until we can take care of the lighting issues. If you've been assigned an illumination failure repair task, remember to equip a flashlight module so the door sensors will let you in. Ask Adler ahead of time if you need one. He's usually in his quarters on the 8th floor these days. Sechsen. This month I've been doing a short story a day, roughly, with a writing class Discord I'm in. I'm going to throw some in the Discord. Oh, brilliant, Pudlord. Your writing's always wonderful to read. I'll look forward to that. Oh, that was very unfortunate because she caught us before we could really do anything. And we're a little bit trapped. I'm not going to worry about that repair patch there because it's just not worth the hassle. We are fairly safe right now, so I can heal up quickly. And we'll go this way. And look, we've got some stuff over here. Oh no. Oh dear. I'll read this to us all when we're safe. I'm afraid the commander won't receive any visitors at the moment. Perhaps I can be of assistance instead. Who are you? I'm the administrator of this facility. Please, there's no need to be afraid. I'm just here to help. None of us are here by choice. Okay, I believe we're safe-ish now. Just gonna pick up a repair spray and some bullets. We've actually got an enemy over there, but they're not paying any attention to us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make ourselves... Oh, we don't have a repair patch. Never mind. We won't make anything. That's okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna read the ARA unit description now that we're not being chased. Replica overview. ARAR. Alsvec Repeteur Arbeiter Replica. ARA. All-Purpose Repair Worker Replica McCaw. Type. Generation 2 Low-Cost General Purpose. Frame. Biomechanical with titanium reinforced polythene shell. Height 185 centimeters. The tough worker bees of the construction and repair industry. One of the earlier replica designs, the simple but efficient ARAs are actually the most produced replica type to date. These strong and heavy worker units are a perfect fit for work in construction and production of industrial goods. In many places throughout our nation, ARAs have already replaced all Gestalt workers in fields like climber forming and explosive ordnance disposal. Okay, that was a bit weird. Pressing a button, it was beeping, but it wasn't doing anything. Hey Matt, here's the revolution. Hey Matt, heart of the revolution. I'm just gonna slip this out from underneath that enemy and walk away. Let's see if I can go down here. Cannot. So I'm gonna go this way, having pilfered a thing and not disturbed anyone. We're not going to disturb them. We're going to see what doors we've got. Okay, so we've got 2 doors we can access there. This room is too dark to do anything in, so we're going to wait for a moment until we can do that. And then we're going to go in here. Oh. I had such a tough time with this room on my first playthrough because I had no ammo by the time I got here. I wasn't very conservative with my ammo usage in my first playthrough because I panicked a lot. Basically, whenever the screaming and the tense music started, I would panic and start shooting at things. And as a result, I never had any ammo when I actually needed it. Pudlord, thank you for the treat for Chibi-tan earlier. I'm sorry I didn't thank you earlier. I'm going to very carefully work my way around, see if there's things we can pick up without disturbing locals. So the last thing we really want to do is piss them off right now. If we can get past them without disturbing them, that is a win. That one is fine. There we go. I don't have enough space for it. Okay. We don't have enough inventory space for anything. So I'm going to take I barely used the revolver on my last playthrough, so I'm going to get rid of those. So that we can pick the fuse up, because we desperately need that. Order number S239A3C28F97. From S23 Protector Accommodations Management EULR-S2308 to S23 Service Cadre ARAR-S2314. Item High Voltage Fuse. Part number F293C198-2389-7K67849. Your order for this replacement part has been approved and was processed by S23 Management. Please find enclosed the requested part for installation. Volk has specifically requested that the repair of the looping lift system be prioritised over other repairs. Please replace the fuse as soon as possible. It's a huge hassle for everyone to get around without it. Got another poster here as well. Kitze. Kitesh? Kitesh. I think this is Kitesh. Kitesh. Kitesh awaits liberation. So we've had the heart of the revolution. And now we've had a place that is awaiting liberation. It's all very Orwellian. It's one of the things I quite like about this game is that it blends eldritch horror, more cyberpunk aspects, and sort of Orwellian horror very, very well. We need to find the shutter handle to open that door. Oh, that made her angry. Made them both angry. Oh, that one got me. Come on, game, don't do this to me. Come on, there we go. Ooh, that was a little rough. Oh, that one's awake now. Okay. So we've got to go up into the piano hallway to do anything now. Just trying to get us somewhere a little bit quieter, a little bit safer. Because we had a lot of screaming. We've got some not so friendly friends over there as well in that corner. You can just sort of see them swaying in the dark. Now, if we had the flashlight attachment on already, they would be attacking us right now because they're attracted to light and sound, which is why when I walk slowly past them, they don't seem to notice me. But when I run, they immediately get their heckles up. It's only when they actually spot me that it becomes a problem. That's opened up the 7th floor balcony for us. Oh, I love this fight. Okay, so this is a wonderful mechanic that I'm going to explain. I'm going to pause the game so I can explain this. So, for those that didn't see the other part of my playthrough of this, we have been equipped with a radio which we can adjust the frequencies on for the purposes of solving different puzzles. This fight is conducted entirely via the radio. That makes me exceptionally happy. Such a clever idea, a wonderful use of a mechanic that's already in the game. I will issue a quick flashing light warning though. It does get a little bit wild. So the number that flashed up on screen was 170? 172. And now that the radio's on, you can see that it's actually tuning it as we go through. So we just wait for them to give us another number. 214. Come on, girls, give us another one. 221, thank you. 249. 219. Oh, it's going really quickly now. We might be getting quite close to the end of the fight. Let's find out. 179. Come on. Just run in a little circle. Wait patiently. 126. 108. 102. There we go. So we get the lore for this in a little bit. I don't know if it's just the way I do things because of how I explore. But we get the lore after the first fight, because I did in my off-stream playthrough as well. But basically, these particular units have for want of a better description, a psychokinetic ability, or lots of psychokinetic abilities, and they're able to project multiple versions of themselves out into the visual space of others and read their thoughts and project things into their minds. It's very, very cool stuff. Very, very scary stuff to be in the hands of a dictatorship. But yeah, I really like those fights. I thought it was a very, very clever use of the radio mechanic, of the radio frequency mechanic. And I'd love to see more games doing things like that where you're not necessarily using bullets to fight your enemies all the time. A very, very clever thing. A painting of a strange island. Somehow it feels very familiar. There's a keyhole in the painting. It's a funny place for a keyhole. So, nothing else in here at the moment. Nothing we can interact with. No doors but the door out. We need more Thirsty Sword lesbian games where villains are defeated through dialogue, not death. Agreed. Wholeheartedly agreed. And like I said earlier, there's more than one way to survive. In this game you can literally power people off using the radio, which is kind of clever. Okay, what time is it? It's midnight. I might finish up here as soon as I've got to a save point. It's been 2 hours. I know more recently my weekend streams have gone a lot later. But I don't know. I'm feeling like this feels like a good place to finish up for the evening, and we can do some more of this next week. I've got a little bit of admin to go through with you all before I send you on to somebody else anyway. Do that too. Oh, we've got the fuse. I tell you what, we'll do the fuse puzzle. We'll get the elevators working. And then got a boss fight done. That's a checkmark achievement. Indeed. I was genuinely hoping I could get the first boss fight out of the way last stream, but it just didn't work out that way for a number of reasons. Put the fuse in. I just sort of flicked switches until it worked with this one. But I did this puzzle after having streamed Signalis for you folks. I went and played my off-stream playthrough for a bit, and it was sort of 3-4 in the morning, and I was very tired. Okay, so that one only changes the bottom one. Or no, the top one's at maximum, that's why. Turn them all off. Start again. See where we're at. This one adds to both of them. This one adds to both of them. This one minuses from the top, adds to the bottom. This one minuses from the bottom and adds to the top. So you can see these are minus and these are plus. And these are like plus both, I guess. So hmm. Ooh. I did this so quickly last time, even though I was basically just flicking switches until it worked. This is going to be one of those streams where I just don't get it, isn't it? That's too much. We've already got both the minuses on. That's close. That's exactly 800 there. Ah, that must be times by. When it hits 999, it's maxed out. I didn't even bother figuring any of that out before. Okay, so we'll turn everything off. Um, Get them both to 999. How did I do this before? Did it so quickly as well. Oh, actually, give me a second, folks. It's getting a bit warm in here again. I think I'm going to have to readjust our heating settings. That's better. Not quite so toasty now. Okay. Awesome, Podlord. I'll probably take a look after my stream tomorrow rather than tonight. Oh no, that's a minus. We don't want to do that. We can't use that one. Use this one. Oh, I know they won't. I think that's it. There we go. There we go. Looks like an engine for powering a looping paternoster lift system. I'm a little frustrated that it took me so long to get that. And like I say, it clicked straight away the first time I did it. We'll put it down to the streamer's curse. Oh shit! Okay, I guess I'm not finishing up for the night. Danger, welcome on in to you and your wonderful community. How are you finding the devil in me? I am very, very much looking forward to going back to that and playing
Hello
some
there.
more of it. Hello, everybody. Ginger Majango, Wisecrack, Tortle, Cheese, Rose, Planet Cute. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Just finished it. Will
Hello
not
there.
spoil, but very good fun in the end. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hear you had some technical issues with it. I had a lot of technical issues with it when I was playing it with DMAC, which made me very, very sad because I've been very, very hyped to play it. Very excited about playing it. Big serial killer nerd, so anything relating to H.H. Holmes, that's just yes, please. Very excited. I was quite sad when I got soft locked very early on in the game, but I am looking forward to going back to it, and considering the amount of people that have had problems, particularly with the two-player experience. It's looking very likely that it's going to end up getting a patch soon, so hopefully it'll be a little bit more stable soon as well. So I was just about to finish up for the night, but I'm actually going to stick around for a little bit, seeing as you've done me the kindness of bringing your lovely viewers here. We met a fellow called Adler. Hello, Adam. How you doing? Welcome in. He wasn't very nice to us. He pushed us down an elevator shaft onto a pile of our own corpse, which is a little bit rude if you ask me. So we're now just sort of pottering about. Hello, SK. How you doing? Welcome in. We're sort of pottering about, causing trouble, you know, as you do. We've just got the paternoster lift working again, so we can roam a little bit more freely than we could before. You missed out on my favourite fight of the whole game, which isn't even a boss fight, it's just a really fun mechanic that I really like. But we'll have more of those kind of fights coming up anyway, so you'll still get to see that eventually, I'm sure. Okay, so we can't go in this room here. This is a new map marker that we've not seen before, so I'm going to explain it to everybody now. These rooms that have got the sort of diagonal cross hatching on them are rooms that are too dimly lit for us to actually do anything in. We need a flashlight for those rooms, but we've not got the flashlight yet, so we're not going to bother going over there. We've not picked up any keys either, so there's no point in actually being on this floor right now, because the only things we can do here require us to unlock doors. So we're going to leave this floor, and we're going to go down one floor, back to number 7. I'm going to avoid this lady here. She's in a bad mood. I'm going to go this way. Okay, so as I pointed out before, we've got an enemy in the corner there. I'm not going to interact with them at this point in time. I'm just gonna make sure that we've picked everything up around the rest of the room first. Let's see, is it just the one enemy? Yeah, it's just the one enemy. Now there might be something over there that we can pick up and interact with. I can't remember. So we're going to leave them to it for now, because they're not doing us any harm, so we shouldn't do them any either. We'll go this way. Oh dear, that was a little awkward. That could have been very bad. We were quite lucky. Go this way. We're going to stand over here and wait for the music to calm down. We do have an enemy over there, but they haven't spotted us, so we're okay as long as we stay quiet. There's nothing in this room, it's just a good safe room to run into so that I can chat to you folks and get my bearings a little bit as well. So these two little juts that we've got here, is that the Overlook Hotel pattern? Yes, it is, Pudlord. There are not just hat tips to Silent Hill in this game, there are also several hat tips to Resident Evil and to other horror media as well. It's quite wonderful how many things they've managed to cram into this game for horror fans. Really, really is. Okay, so we need to be over where those two little juts are. Screwtop, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh, I suppose I should do the spiel. I always forget to do the spiel. Let's just get into the paternoster first. We want this one. Because we've not been to the 8th floor yet. So for those that haven't been here before, hello, I'm Hobbytan. I am a variety streamer based out of Scotland. And this is the Late Night Lounge. In the Late Night Lounge we play horror games, mostly survival horror to be fair, but any kind of horror game. And I put on my best ASMR voice to make it a more relaxing and less anxiety-inducing experience for our viewers. I'm hoping it's working. I've had a lot of very positive feedback about it, which is why we're still doing it. It's thirsty work though. Okay, so we've got a door here that we can access. Ooh, this takes us to an office. We've got one enemy over there. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Actually, we do need something out of that room, and we should be able to get it without alerting that enemy to our presence. See this here? Oh, we've not got any space. I broke the rule of 6, everybody. For shame. For shame. Okay. Oh, we do need to heal up, though. And we've got 2 repair sprays. So, if I combine that with that, I've got a repair spray plus, and we'll use... Yeah, we'll use the normal repair spray, because that should take us back to full health. Yeah, it did. Lovely. And now we have exactly 1 inventory slot with which to pick up the shutter gate handle, which we need to get into that room that we were looking at before. This door's already open, so we don't need to worry about that too much. And now we've got some lore about Miner and Adler. Oh, this is known issues. Replica known issues, part 3. Classified information. Commander eyes only. Previous experience with these replica models has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. MNHR. This neural pattern is extremely stable. Little has to be done to keep miners happy.
Brian Eckjard, X1000.
Brian, thank you very much for the bits. It's very kind of you. They get along well with most of the models thanks to their sometimes submissive, sometimes motherly personality. Unlike other models, diary keeping is not mandatory for persona stabilization. Small stuffed animals may be given as fetish objects, though those resembling cats should be avoided as they might cause resurfacing Gestalt memories. ADLR. Adler units work best when left alone. They do not mix well with their own type. They will usually become very emotionally dependent on their commander. Adlers are very susceptible to bioresonance suggestion, making them fairly easy to control. However, they become bored very easily and may need new fetish objects at regular intervals for stabilization. So for those that haven't seen any of this game before, there are two kinds of being in this universe. There are gestalts. I'm in this note and I don't like it. Oh, hi Dee. You're the miner, right? Very motherly personality. There are gestalts and there are replicas. And it seems, based on the lore, that the replicas are all based off of gestalts that no longer exist. Presuming no longer exist. But their neural patterns, their behaviors, their mannerisms, things like that are copied from these gestalts. But their memories are suppressed to avoid causing them distress. But we've seen in movies how these things tend to end, and, well, we're seeing how it's ending here too. Not well, at all. Don't mess with brains, folks, we don't understand them properly yet. We've got some folks just waiting for us there. It's a little bit of a welcoming committee. I'm going to go this way and see what we've got here. This room is too dark for us to do anything in. So we've just got this one last door on the right, but that's blocked. So I guess we either take the paternoster back up, or we go this way. We can also go to the left and explore the door at the top as well. So let's do that. Replica overview. FKLR, the Falk. Oh gosh, not another German name. Okay, I'm gonna avoid the German name. I can't. Not tonight. I'm sorry. My German is so bad. Give me Japanese names and I can say them all day long, but German, no, it's too difficult for me. Falk. Operational Command Control Unit Replica Falcon. Type Generation 6 High-Tech Bioresonance Command Unit. Frame biomechanical with polythene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. Height 250 centimeters. Classified information. Commander eyes only. There's German in here too. Okay, I will do my best. I apologize to any German speakers in chat. The Protector Führungskommando Commander. The head of each Aeon facility's Protector Force is a powerful prototype bioresonant Falk unit. An authority that may never be questioned. The Falk unit serves not just as a commander to the Protectors, but as a nearly godlike being, a perception that is underlined by her tall build and resemblance to our nation's leaders, the Great Revolutionary and her daughter. It's also aided by her powerful prototype bioresonance module, which not only allows her to bend the will of weaker minds and fathom their intentions and emotions, but also grants her the ability to manipulate objects from a distance. We've got a little welcoming committee there, but I was a little bit faster than them. Couple of repair sprays, and I guess this is Falk. Having a little lie down, cuddling an owl box. A heavy box fashioned to look like an owl. There are small holes at the top, looking like a speaker or a microphone. Falk's Diary, 8421A. I don't know how much longer I can go on. I do not want to live any more as what I have become. The red eye beyond the gate showed me, no, touched me, poisoned me. It feels like my mind has been contaminated, defiled by another person's memory. I'm no longer fully myself anymore. But I've not fully become someone else either. I'm stuck here between her and me, with half-formed dreams and recollections penetrating my brain and tainting my every action. Who is she? Who is that white-haired girl? Why do I long to see her again? Why would she curse me like this? No space. Got space for the ammo though. So very little in here we can interact with. Quite a few things we can pick up, which is nice, but nothing we can actually physically pick up right now because my pockets are full. We'll just quickly pop out here. No need to fight anything unless we have to. Okay. Do we want to go that way? Yeah, we'll go that way. Let's explore a little bit. This door's locked. And I'm gonna sneak as best I can around them. Nope, not gonna happen. That's fine. It's her white noise speaker. I kind of like that idea. I have a playlist of rainstorms that I put on at night to help me sleep. Go this way. It's a little dark in here, but that's okay. Oh, this door is locked as well, so we can't go that way just yet. That's okay. Now, our pockets are full, so we can't do anything in here right now, but you may have guessed that that's the flashlight we need to pick up. This is so alien to me. Seriously, last time I was here, I had no ammo whatsoever. This entire thing was very, very scary for me because I'd got no way of defending myself, and now I'm just like, oh, I should have left my gun behind. Ah, we did look at that before. Okay, let's, there's the save room. You'd think I'd remember which floor the save room's on. But no, I don't. Ah, it's this one here, isn't it? Okay, let's put some things away, shall we? Tidy up a little bit. Oh, no, I needed that. It's a Poirot joke. Oh, fantastic. I love a bit of Poirot. Okay. We'll go back this way. We can't get to the Paternoster from here, so we'll go... There we go. Come on. It's really struggling with that specific ladder. It's so strange. No, I think... Was the door we needed to use this on here? No, it wasn't. I think it's a floor down, actually. So we'll go this way because it's just quicker. Yeah, there it is. So we're going to go over there. We're actually not that far away. Oh, she's going to see us. There we go. Oh. Oh dear. That was a little unfortunate. Owl key. And another save room. So let's put the owl key in storage for now. Replica overview. EULR. Okay, I think I can manage this one. Einfach Universell Licht Replica. EULR. Simple Universal Light Replica. Owl. Type Generation 4 Low Cost General Purpose. Frame Biomechanical with polythene shell. Height 175 centimeters. EULR units are the backbone of the Yushin nation's workforce. These elegant multi-purpose worker units are suited for all kinds of domestic tasks like cleaning, cooking, and simple medical and office work. EULAs are highly social and get along well with each other, as well as most other replica models. While unfit for combat, their lightweight frame makes them a prime choice for distant facilities where supplies are limited. Have a quick little save. I save a lot in games like this, basically whenever I have the chance. Unless I find myself in a position where saving might not be good for me. Probably shouldn't have waited quite so long as I did there. Okay, let's see what else we've got to do in here. Ah yes, we need the key for the painting in the office. That's right. Nothing else for us to do right now though, because we need to go and get that flashlight. Which was on the 8th floor? Yeah, 8th floor. So, come on. There we go. Okay. I'm quite proud of that little dodge there. That went quite well. I was worried she was going to hit me as I was running around the papers, but she didn't. I managed to avoid her. If I succeed at nothing else tonight, I succeeded at that. And I'll take that as a win. Oh, no, that's the library. We want this one. I think. Yeah. We're just going to run through these two because they're going to get alerted to our presence either way. And then we're going to run straight up here and into this room. There's a flashlight lying on the table. We're going to pick up the flashlight. Oh, it's very dark in here now. Let's equip that. And now we have a flashlight. Ho ho ho. What have we got? We've got some shotgun rounds. They're not very useful to us right now, but that's okay. It's locked. Eagle key required. Big old eagle on the door, so that makes sense. And then we've got some paperwork over here. Did we look at this before? I don't think we did. Adler, Administration, Data Processing, Logistics Replica, Eagle. Type, Generation 5 High Command Specialist. Frame, biomechanical with polythene shell and titanium skeleton. Height, 175 centimeters. Integral part of every protector Commando is the administrator unit. A single Adler unit can manage and oversee all administrative tasks for an entire facility, freeing other operational command units to focus on the direct control of protector units. The Adler is designed to work as a direct counterpart to the Falk unit, serving as her adjutant by taking care of necessary paperwork and calculations. There you go. Adler, the fella that pushed us down the elevator shaft, is a nerd. Yes, thank you, Podlord. I picked the worst possible time to take a drink. That was very silly of me. Very, very silly. Okay. I need to get somewhere where I can heal up. Because I don't think no, I've not got any health on me and I am in the red. For the first time this playthrough, barring when I got killed during the miner fight. And really that serves me right for trying a speedrunning tactic when I'm not even speedrunning the game. I'm going to turn my flashlight off as well because I am not helping myself by doing that with the flashlight on. Hydration is extremely important. I should have just stopped playing the game for a second while I was taking a drink instead of blundering out into a hallway. Very, very silly of me. Okay. So this is as far as we can go on the Paternoster. If we want to get to where the oh no, it's the wrong one. Shoot. I thought that was going to get us out of here, but it's that one up there. That was so silly of me. Yeah, that was very silly of me. It's okay. We can resolve this. We can claw this back. Just shows commitment to hydration, to be honest. Yeah, that's what it was. It was commitment to hydration. It wouldn't have been so bad, but I'm playing this on a controller, and you run with the B button. So I was moving the thumbstick and drinking my water with my right hand. I was moving the thumbstick with my left hand, drinking the water with my right hand, couldn't press the B button to run away from them. Very, very silly. Very silly. But these are the things we must do to maintain our meat mechas. Okay. So I am in a very bad way, so I'm actually going to use an auto injector. Which has brought me right back up to full health. I wanted to avoid using any of those until we got to much later in the game than we are. But needs must sometimes. Excuse me, a little hiccup there. Okay. So we've got the flashlight now. We can illuminate any space that we're in. Much like some people's personalities do. Several of those in chat tonight. And we want to go... Okay, so we've got the owl key. But we don't know where that needs to be used. We've got a room here that we can now access because we've got the flashlight. No rooms up here that need the flashlight. So I think we go to B6 and we go to the repair bay. That's the next stop on our little tour of this dystopian mechanical hellscape, I think. Just checking I'm going the right way. Actually, what's that door need? Let's check that before we go any further. Owl key required. Okay, so we could actually... Let's go and get the... Put it in storage, didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay, let's go and get the owl key. We'll do the owl room first. And then we'll go to the repair bay. Get things done sort of, you know, in some sort of speedy order. I know there's a little bit of backtracking because I've got to go back to the save room, but you get 2 rooms for the price of 1 this way. Okay, off we go. Back down the ladder, if the game lets me. Come on. Come on. Oh no. I don't know if the stream's still live. Can you still hear me, folks? This is the first time I've ever seen this happen, Cece. Also, hello, welcome in.
Hello there.
Okay, so we're still here. You folks can still hear me. You folks can still see me. Yeah. That's very strange. Signalis crashed, but not only did it crash, it took my VTuber out with it. That's so odd. Okay. Let's see if we can get things working again. That was very, very odd. Okay, so VTuber is alive. That was so odd. Wow, how dare they? I know, right? Ugh. I am so angry at Chibitan putting their Christmas tree up before it's even bloomin' December. It's rude. Okay, I don't know how much progress we will have lost there. Because I'm guessing it doesn't have any kind of crash saving functionality. I mean, why would it? That's interesting. I can't hear the game at all. Full screen CC, but I'm going to change it to windowed now because that usually fixes these issues. Oops. Not like that, I'm not. This is probably going to cause some display funkiness. Don't think we can hear the game either. Interesting. Oh, it didn't cause display funkiness. Okay. You can still hear me, that's a good start. I wonder... Do a little bit of troubleshooting. Yeah, I found the problem already. That was a nice, easy fix. Give me a second and I will get that sorted. So whatever happened between my computer and Signalis caused my computer to default the audio output of everything to my monitor, which doesn't have any speakers attached to it. Which is very strange. But is easily fixed. I do need to minimize that though so I can see the stream. Wonder if something ate up all the memory. Potentially. Frankly, I'm having a lot of issues with my computer at the moment. It is on its last legs. The motherboard has been a problem for a long time, but it's been getting progressively maybe you can do the sound effects like rah, pew pew. I mean, I could try, Screwed Up. I'd be willing to give it a go. Okay, so we lost about 10 minutes of gameplay. That's a shame. But hopefully we didn't do anything particularly productive in that time. Let's find out. We've already got the owl key, so basically all the game has done by crashing the way it did is bring us back to where I wanted to be in the first place. Okay, so we've got the owl key now. Actually, check we don't need to empty our pockets at all. Yeah, we do. Take those out. There we go. It's actually done us a favour by crashing. How terrible is that? Still doesn't like this ladder though. Yeah, so my computer's kind of on its last legs. You might have noticed there's a little bar in the top left corner of the screen that says PC Fund. I'm basically saving up for a new streaming PC to replace this one. And no obligation, obviously. I work full time. Streaming is my side gig, so I'm not expecting anybody to put anything into the pot. But if anybody does, that's what it's going towards. It's going towards me buying a new computer that is of a similar spec to this one, but more modern, and preferably not with a balked motherboard. Okay, it was the owl room that's just here that we wanted to go through, so we'll do this. Got to admit, the crashing has shaken me a little bit. Thank you everybody for sticking around whilst I was fixing stuff. I really do appreciate that. Oh, Brian, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Carl. It's very kind of you. Yeah, thank you for sticking around whilst I was doing the tech support side of things.
Shirl_Keridwin just resubscribed. Brian Eck gifted a tier 1 sub to Shirl_Keridwin. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
So I've got... Thank you, Screwed Up, that's very kind of you. I've got a plan, Fart Bubbler, for what build I want to do. I won't be building it myself, but I'll be choosing all the components myself, which is why the number on the ticker is as big as it is, because I've gone for basically an optimal streamer setup that will, as long as none of the components are dodgy, it will last for a good few years. It will be able to keep up with newer games. I might even be able to stream Elden Ring, which I don't own at the moment, but once I've got a computer that I know I can trust to stream it, I will pick it up so that I can fail at that live on stream for you all. We'll pick up the Broken Music cassette. Portable audio tape player with a knife embedded in the speaker. So we saw that note earlier on that was saying, I'm sick of the Eula units playing that song over and over again. It looks like they found a way of dealing with their problem. I wouldn't say this is a particularly healthy or constructive way of dealing with it, but they've certainly dealt with it. Wouldn't be surprised if they got into a fair bit of trouble for it as well. Mean to do that. So you can see here that we've got all these bunk beds. So the Eulas live fairly tight-knit lives, all together in this little dorm. A tall mirror stands in the corner of the room. There is a specific reason for this to be here, which is noted in some of the lore. I think we picked that piece of lore up earlier on in the game, in the previous stream. So for those that weren't here for that, Eulas are based off of Gestalt, who was a ballerina, and they like music, they like dancing, and they like looking at themselves in the mirror. So they've got a mirror here so that they can look at themselves whenever they need to keep themselves calm and balanced. Now, with the exception of the looking at themselves in the mirror bit, I am very much a Eula. There isn't a day that goes by without me doing at least a little bit of singing and dancing. I always have music on, listen to music in the shower, I listen to music while I'm washing the dishes. I am a very music-oriented person. Part of the reason we have the jukebox on other streams. Oh, thank you very much, Screwtop. That's very kind of you. I don't know quite what I need in terms of spare parts at the minute. The problem I have is that my motherboard is an older motherboard, and it looks like it was defective when I received it, and it's caused a whole host of problems over the years that I've had this computer as a result. Both of the PCIe slots on it are burnt out now. It has all sorts of interesting issues. Buyan. Buyan will burn. Okay, so we've got another place that's clearly not on board with the regime yet. Here. I don't think we looked at that before. Okay, so we've got to sneak past these again and do that, I think. Should be okay. There we go. Okay, this room is a little tricky if I remember rightly. Yep. There is no good way to deal with that room. No good way at all. Oh yeah. We'll move and then I'll talk about it. Okay, we're safe in here. We're safe in here. This is a safe, nice room. I've been wondering if this is a room that you can actually get an achievement in for shooting the targets, but I don't think you can. Because I tried on my other playthrough, but I hadn't got a lot of ammo, but it doesn't give you any kind of indication that you can actually shoot them. It doesn't seem to do anything either. So it seems like it's just a waste of bullets to try. Can't carry any shotgun rounds. Can't carry any 12mm ammo. Can't carry the weapon case. Now this we need. The weapon case. We actually need that. Because that's got a new weapon in it for us. I mean, we don't necessarily need it. Because we're not really using weapons this run. Also some adhesive tape. Which is probably useful. What have we got in our inventory? Nothing that I'm willing to get rid of. We can always come back here now that we know what's in here. We'll quickly run around here so that when that one comes out of the floor... Oh, I forgot to turn my light off. Go this way, because this is a safe area. So we can stop here for a second and regroup. Have a motherboard and power supply. The latter was only plugged in for testing. Yours or anyone's for postage. Oh, bless you, Screwtop. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so, so much.
Oh, this is just ridiculous.
Pud-like person. Thank you very much, Pudlord.
I do not know much about computers or PCs, but I have faith in your tech expertise, D.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. I am quite excited about it. One of the biggest problems I have with this current PC is that because of the amount of additional things I need for the streaming setup, I don't have enough USB ports at all. And the motherboard I'm looking at getting has loads of USB ports on it, which is great. Okay, so we still need the postbox key. We've not found that yet, so we can't open this postbox yet. But I think we've seen everything there is to see map-wise. For now. So we don't have the workshop key either, so we can't go into the workshop. And the shooting range is the only thing there. So we've basically explored as much of this floor as we can right now. That's okay. We'll go down a floor. And very quickly check the map. So we've got the Protector office down there, which is where we're going to head for. Which way is she going to go? She's going to go that way. So we're going to sneak up this way. Wait for her to move a little further, because she's just patrolling right now. As long as we don't get in the way of her patrolling, she won't attack us. We'll quickly duck into here, and we'll save. Never have enough USB ports. Yeah, exactly. Another issue I have is because I've got a lot of external storage at the moment, they're taking up quite a fair few USBs. So I'd like to internalize some of that as well. But storage devices can be so bloody expensive these days. I mean, computers in general, so bloody expensive, but you know how it is. Okay, so we're going to go out of this room, down into the next hallway, and then we're going to run all the way to the left into the Protector office. Always need like 3 spare just for peace of mind. Exactly, Screwtop. Just a little run there. Just a little run. I think that was the wrong way, but I panicked a little bit. They were coming for me. I can't get round this, can I? No. So I'm just going to have to bait her out of the way. There we go. And this way. Oh no. Okay, that could have been better, but it could have been worse. We'll take that as a win. It got us into the office. We are safe. We can have a little look around before we move on. We're all good. Taking damage is a thing that happens in these games. As long as you can recover from it, you're all good. Do we need more ammo? May as well. Just to be safe. We've got a poster here. A place called Vinetta. Every time I read the name of this place, I always think of Viennetta, as in the ice cream. Which I think says more about me than it does about the game. Cradle of Humanity, Vinetta. Island key. So we found the key for the painting, but we don't have space for it. Do we have, in our inventory, any healing items? We do. So let's use those up and pick that key up. Because the key's more important anyway, and we needed the healing. Colibri in the management office. And here's the bit of lore that I was talking about earlier. One of the Colibris has holed herself up in the management office on the 7th floor. I've seen her and her illusions sitting inside the room, crying. Which one is the real one? Ah, uni payments, you produce such different emotions. Oh, I know that feeling. I think it's because of that painting in there. Whenever I was close to her, I felt like my mind was being assaulted by the image of that island. The sensation was strong enough to make me hurl. Is there a way to neutralize the transmission? Maybe some sort of feedback loop of the frequency of her control signal? So if we'd found this first, that would have told us how to fight the Colibri that we fought in that room. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I wanted the hunter's key. Because we need that as well. But I don't have enough space for it, so... Oh, I should have used the stun product. That would have dealt with that. Okay. What can we do here? Oh. There we go. Sorted. And now we'll put the flashlight back on so we can see where we're going. Back in here. Please don't stand up, please don't stand up, please don't stand up, please don't stand up. Thank you. Please don't stand up, please don't stand up, thank you. There we go. And now we run. Not that way though, because that won't help us at all. We'll wait here for a second whilst I get my bearings again. Island room is there, so we need to stay on this floor. We need to take the rightmost door, which should be fairly easy. There we go. And we need to run this way. There we go. And now we've got a flashlight, we can actually see this room a little clearer. We use the island key here so that it's not taking up space in our inventory for no reason. And there's the workshop key. And the workshop was B6, I think? B6. I'm getting the hang of this, folks. It's only taken me 20 hours. Oh. That's 8. Let me in. Hammering the button and it wasn't working. That was a little scary. Got to admit, the times when this game is scariest when you've played it before is when it doesn't let you do the things you're expecting it to let you do. If I was just hammering that open the door button, then the interact button, and it just wasn't having it. Replica Known Issues Part 2. Classified Information. Commander Eyes Only. Previous experience with these replica models has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. Star. Despite their normally laid-back demeanour, stars have a strong internal hierarchy, which is important to take into consideration when promoting units to officers. Not promoting a respected unit or promoting a unit low in status can lead to friction within the dorms. Stars will occasionally develop in-group rules involving physical punishments. It is recommended to allow some officers to own military weapons as fetish objects to stabilize their persona. STCR. Storch units initially have a short temper. Training them in patience early after deployment is key, as their neural pattern is less stable than other models. Failing to do so may yield an extremely volatile personality, prone to cruelty and violence. A common strategy is pairing them closely with an older star unit. Storch's persona stabilizes by showering or bathing. Books on history or mythology work well as fetish objects. I also appreciate a good mythology book. I need to fix the torn tape inside the cassette before I can play it. So that's what we need the sticky tape for in the firing range. We should be safe as long as we don't move too much. Check the map there. I'm gonna walk slowly, and now I'm gonna run straight into her. That was very silly of me, but it's okay. We're all right. We're not injured. Well, we are injured, but we're not too badly injured. To fix this technology, we need a Gen Xer. Yes, we do. Oh, we I always get a little scared when that happens. Pick up the adhesive tape. And we'll combine that with the cassette. Cassette's fixed. And we'll pick up the weapon case while we're here, seeing as we've got space for it. We don't have space for any ammo though. So, back we go. Run round. Turn the flashlight off before we go into this room. Because that gave us a little bit of extra time where we've not alerted them. Which is what we want, really. We picked up the hunter's key. I don't think that's for this. Dream too comfy for spooks. I'm glad you feel that way, Fart Bubbler. I really am. Okay, so no, we need the postbox key for that. Hunter's key is for something else. we'll go back up to the 5th floor. And that's where I'm gonna stop for the night, I think. Because I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I know we had that little technical hiccup, which has meant that you folks have lost out on some time with the game. I am sorry about that. But I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Oh, I just thought, I think that key is for that case, actually. It is. There we go, we've got a revolver. For anybody that likes guns, there's our revolver. Okay.
Goodbye.
You're most welcome, Podlord. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I really am. Okay. So, I'm going to quickly save before I forget to, because that's the last thing we need after losing 10 minutes of gameplay, isn't it? We'll return to the menu. Because I quite like the menu. I think it's quite pretty. It's quite atmospheric. Right.
Goodbye.
And now... Massive thank you everyone for coming along today. It's been so wonderful to have you here. And thank you especially to Wib and Long Fang and With Danger for the raids. Thank you to Brian for the resub. And for the gift sub to Carl. Podlord, thank you for the tip. And Brian, thank you for the bits as well. Thank you everybody. Seriously, this has been a really nice stream. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you all have too. I'm gonna see who we can send you over to now. Because it is quite late, so let's see who we've got. Oh, okay. So I don't tend to make a habit of raiding the same streamer 2 days in a row, but we are a little bit short on folks tonight, so I am gonna send us over to Alzasto. Okay, I will be back in approximately 11 hours playing some more of the original Broken Sword game. It will say Director's Cut on Twitch, but that's because the ScumVM version doesn't exist on Twitch. So we're playing classic Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, Sunday, 12 PM UK time. So for those of you that have been watching that already,
Goodbye.
and for those of you that haven't, I hope to see you there. I don't know if anybody actually entered the giveaway. A bit late now if they did, I think. Let's find out. No, they didn't. Okay. So, I'll hope to see you then. But until I do see you all next, I want you to take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking hands. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend, everybody. However you're spending it. Now, go say hi to Zasti for me. Bye bye, everybody.